Thank you, Bob. There have been a series of train derailments across the country this week. Two of them were here in Wisconsin. 4 cars derailed in Janesville on Tuesday. The cars were carrying grain and no one was hurt. And yesterday, a train went off the tracks in Stanley, Wisconsin. Police said it was not carrying any dangerous goods. No one was hurt here either. Well, officials are still investigating the cause of both incidents, and these derailments have sparked broader conversations about how costly these accidents can be.
Our political reporter Darielle Fair has you covered with a deeper look into how federal and local departments in the railroad industry are working to address this issue.
Those two train derailments come in addition to the 15 derailments the state has experienced since 2018. The Federal Railroad Administration reported 1,100 derailments nationwide in 2022, but studies have shown a decrease in railroad employees, with maintenance staff experiencing the largest decrease of 40% between 2011 and 2021. Experts say delayed maintenance, poor training, and limited staff are all factors that can lead to these events.
Have found in 2022 that all 7 of the Class 1 railroads told us that they were running longer trains with the goal of increasing efficiency. And one of those railroads told us that its average train length had increased 33% from 2011 to 2021.
However, REPCO says operating longer trains is even more complex, like the train's movement on the tracks that could lead to its derailment or the separation of cars. The Government Accountability Office has recommended that the FRA further expand its research to improve regulations around railroad safety.
What I would say is that the Federal Railroad Administration does take a look at a lot of these risks, and they try to take a risk-based perspective. So they have many efforts that are going on. They have a risk reduction program. They have one that looks at employee fatigue. They have another program that studies the community effects of longer trains going through communities, and they have several studies on train lengths.
I reached out to Union Pacific. They declined to interview, but provided a statement that said the company is continuously working on enhancing safety and reducing derailments, going on to say they are taking swift action to protect the community and environment. I also spoke to the Commissioner of Railroads, Don Vruwink. His office oversees the more than 4,200 public railroads in Wisconsin. He says while the length of freight trains is a federal issue and his office does not regulate private companies, he was impressed with the efforts to respond to the incident and clean up the debris.